Hi, this is Sara Levin, the Artful Inker. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and today we're going to be using the Ornamental Envelopes stamp set that's in the August through December Stampin' Up! Mini Catalog to make a simple, casual, and avid card. Sometimes you need any one or any of those. So we're going to start with the simple card. I've got a standard card base, 5.5 by 8.5 in thick Whisper White, and my Night of Navy ink pad, and those lovely ornaments. And let me turn this over and make sure, since it doesn't all fit on the ink pad at the same time, that I'm not leaving any lines, and I've got everything inked. And so let me move this over, and I'm going to use both hands and come right up here at the top, and then I'm going to ink. Now this simple stamping card is perfect if you're just starting out with your card making and you've decided you'd like to make Christmas cards this year, or you've gotten to the push comes to shove moment and you haven't finished your more elaborate cards. This is a great one to be able to finish up with. And now I'm adding just a strip of Night of Navy. It's 5/8 wide by 5.5 long. And that is our simple stamping card. Easy. And if you put the stamp in the Stamparatus, you can do a whole stack of cards very quickly with this design. So let's move on to our casual card. For this second card, we're going to start with a piece of Whisper White that's 3 inches by 5 1/4. The ornaments again from Ornamental Envelope, and our Night of Navy ink pad. And I'm just tapping on some of the Night of Navy ink, and I'm going to come right up here to the top and press. And again, if you're making lots of cards, you will want to set this up in your Stamparatus to make this much easier. Okay, let me set my stamp and ink pad out of the way. Let me just close that up. And then next, I have used the envelope dies, this one, to cut a piece of silver foil, and you get this nice little scalloped edge. And if you buy the ornamental envelopes and the envelope dies together as the bundle, you do receive a 10% discount. Let me set this out of the way. And next, I've used the wrapped in texture embossing folders. And let me just show you that sandwich. If you're using the new Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, you'll have the number 1 plate, a number 3 plate, the embossing folder, and your cardstock, and the number 3 plate. If you're using a different machine, click the video I've referenced here, and it will suggest the sandwiches for different types of embossing folders. So I embossed, let's see, now you can see that, the Night of Navy with that wrapped in texture embossing folder. And now we can put our casual card together. So again, I've got a piece of the thick Whisper White, and I'm just going to put my multi-purpose glue across my silver foil here. And then I'm going to line this piece up so I have just the amount of edge of that foil showing that I want, and give it a moment to adhere. And then we're going to flip that over. We're going to adhere this first. Let's slide this out of the way while it dries a moment. So we're going to put this piece on here, leaving the border, top, side, and bottom, trying to get that even or close enough. And then let's see, where are my dimensionals over here? I usually pull them out to start. So let's add dimensionals to the back here. And I'm going to put some right along this seam here where the two pieces meet. And let's see here. And one more out here at this edge. And let's peel the backing off. This is a great card that you can prep in steps and then have an afternoon or evening of assembly. Let me set this out of the way and we'll embellish. And I'm going to use some of these holiday rhinestones and picking them up with my take your pick here. And we'll just add a couple down here to give it a little bling. And these are the same size, so we'll go ahead and pick that up. And I may just put the whole trio down here. I like to add my rhinestones or sequins or such in odd numbers. So there's our casual level of Christmas card. A little bit of die cutting, a little bit of embossing. Again, won't take you too long to make these for your cards this year. And for our last card, we're going to step it up a little further and yet still keep it kind of clean. I've got the ornaments and my Versamark ink pad. Just want to make sure this is good and inky. And I'm going to stamp on the Seaside Spray. Give this a good rub. And then stamp on the Night of Navy. Okay. And then I want to grab my piece of scrap paper and my silver Stampin' Emboss powder and sprinkle these. Give them a little flick. And then the same thing. Oops. Time to order a new pot of Stampin' Emboss powder. Embossing is one of my favorite. It's still a wow, even after all these years of stamping. So I'm going to let those set just a moment while I take a piece of Whisper White, and we're going to take another little stamp here and ink that with the Versamark. And come right up here on the top center-ish. Don't let your stamp wiggle. Let's move those out of the way and add embossing powder to this one. Okay, so now I'm going to take the three of these and use my heat tool and set them, and I'll be right back. So now that we have our pretty embossed ornaments, and then this little piece at the top that's been embossed, we're going to take our ornaments one more time and ink them in Night of Navy, because that's the color that we've been using all along with the other cards that we've made. And we're just going to put this right up here so that it's coming out of that embossed arc, giving it a moment to transfer the ink. Let's close this up. And now I'm going to step away and use those envelope dies again. This one right here, and I'm going to cut out ornaments and be right back. Okay, so I have die cut ornaments, and I've also die cut this piece that we stamped and embossed in the silver and then stamped in the navy. I've used one of the border dies from the envelope dies to cut the little detail here, and also to cut out the ornaments. I've got a thick whisper white base and a piece of Night of Navy, and then I forgot to mention that I used that same wrapped in texture embossing folder that I used on the casual card. So we're going to start by adhering the silver foil to the back of our focal layer, and I'm just going to put a little bit of adhesive just above and just below this die cut, and then lay our piece of silver right in there. Let me slide it over so I'm not hanging out one edge. Oop. And then I think I need to come up just a smidge, so we'll turn that over and check. This little bit won't show when we put the card together. Let me find those dimensionals. I'm going to put black Stampin' Dimensionals under the navy layer, because then you won't really notice them. To me, these are kind of like wearing a dark slip under a dark dress. If you wear a white one, it shows, and if you wear a dark one, it doesn't. So we'll use our black Stampin' Dimensionals for our dark layer. Move this out of the way. And let's just make sure that we're on there. Okay, let's scoop those out of the way. And then I'm going to adhere this piece flush to our Night of Navy layer. So let's add adhesive all the way around. Give that a moment to adhere, since we're not completely flat because of the embossing. And then let me grab dimensionals over here. This time I'm going to use our regular Stampin' Dimensionals, and we can decide which ornaments we're going to mix and match. And let's see, let's put this guy up here. Well, we can't. See, I'm just playing with the design. And let's see, what do we have? We'll put this one in here. And we'll put one of these little ones up here. And then, let's see, maybe put, looking to see what we have in the, okay, there we go. And then you've got enough to almost do a whole nother card. Okay, so we're going to put a couple of dimensionals on the big guy here. I like to lay these out first so that you've got the pattern that you want before I start adhering. Whoops. Let's pull that over just a little bit. The Knight of Navy behind there is trying so hard to peek out. And then this guy just needs one dimensional. Now, none of these cards are hard. It's really stepping from simple to casual to avid has more to do with the amount of time that you want to spend on your card. Do you want to be done fairly quickly? Let me get a mini Stampin' Dimensional. I've got it right over here. Not quite enough room for two full size. But the simple stamping is quick and easy and pretty. Or you can do the casual level. And again, pretty, but not quite as much time. And then these are a little more involved with the die cutting and heat embossing. So let's tap that dimensional backing right out of there. And then let's embellish our little ornaments. I've got my take your pick and some rhinestones. And we're just going to bling these up a little bit. It's Christmas after all, and Christmas gets to have some bling even on cleaner cards. And then let's see. I'm not sure whether I want this largest one here. Oh, I think I do. Okay. And there we go. That is our Avid card. And then we had our casual card and then the simple stamping card using the ornamental envelopes. This was Sara Levin, the Artful Inker. If you've enjoyed this set of cards, please give this video a thumbs up. You can shop the cards in the description below. Just click the link by Shop the Card. Subscribe to my YouTube channel and click the bell if you'd like to be notified the next time I upload a video. And have a great day. Bye.